Good afternoon. God bless you. This is Mario Paz speaking. It's a honor talking to you today. As I promised from several days before, today I'm gonna give you the testimony that I was talking about. The purpose of sharing with you this experience, the only purpose we have is that our Lord Jesus may be glorified through what I have to tell you. It is the only purpose, the only objective. His name be glorified, and we all together can be building in our faith and giving thanks God for His mercy, His love, and His care when He is needed the most. All right, let me tell you, it happened on Friday, the 5th of February, 1982. At that time in Guatemala, we were living in war. It was terrible time. The government, under the leadership of General Jose Efrain Rios Montt, he was fighting, and finally he defeated the four organizations who were unified fighting against Guatemala. So there were times of extreme dangers everywhere. Bullets were flying all over. Destructions anywhere. Guerrilla tactics, strategy from the guerrillas. We were looking many things, many things. So they were not easy days. Despite that circumstance that we were living, the church was going, making his ministry the best that I can. I was a pastor. Actually, I was the youngest pastor in the Central Presbytery, member of the National Presbyterian Church in Guatemala at that time. And I was pastoring a church called Emmaus. With this church, we had three different evangelistic projects. Later on, they went to be organized churches, members of the Presbytery, Central Presbytery. And one of them was placed in the eastern part of the city in a it was not a town yet. It was a little village called El Durazno, the peach. There a brother called Rafael Garcia, who was an elder in our church, he donated a very respectable piece of land for us to build a church, the building. At the same time, we were working the spiritual field, preaching the gospel, sharing testimonies, etc. And both the building and the church were starting to growing. Every week we were from the capital city to El Durazno, helping them, preaching the gospel, teaching as well, singing, uh, having koinonia with everybody, uh, nice time, uh, giving them all the pastoral needs that they have. And that was part of my duty as a pastor. One of those days, on the 5th of February that year, 1982, we went from Guatemala City to El Durazno. My wife, I believe my daughter, myself, we were in our vehicle, who was a van with good capacity of, maybe we can put there easily and comfortable about 10 to 12 people. So the whole van was full all the time, and we were singing and happy, etc. We went there to El Durazno, and there we met the lady called Maria Luisa. She and her husband Lauro Sinai, they were the ones who keep an eye on the property when we were building the church. This lady, Sister Maria Luisa, she was pregnant, and every time we went there, we were joking on her because her pregnancy was too prolonged. So, we were telling her, how long time are you planning to keeping your baby inside your belly? Don't you have already your 9 months? It is not time for you to deliver your baby. Jokes like that. But everybody was happy, and it was wonderful days. Uh, Brotherhood, really nice. When we finished our business there at the end of the day, about 4 p.m. or so, Sister Maria Luisa started having pain because the time of the delivery of her baby was done right there. All jokes stopped. No more jokes. Instead, everybody started looking in desperation for somebody. Oh my lord. Excuse me here. For somebody who can help. Who can help her. Brothers. I have to move that thing from there. Put this thing over here. So, everybody was looking for the fire department to show up, or an ambulance, or somebody else who can come and start helping. But you know what? It was nobody there. The closer hospital was in the city, about 90 minutes away. It was impossible to go with her. We had the transportation. We didn't have enough time. She was already with labor pain. So, a little ashamed, Maria Luisa went into her house, a little house that they have beside the building. Uh, she closed the door. Everybody was kind of worried and panic, some in desperation that they didn't know what to do. There was a little kid, little lady. This kid was 6 years old, was the firstborn of Maria Luisa, and she was there. Her name is Adelita. And she is the one who gave me a lot of information because she was eyewitnesses there. I will not tell you about the names of people who were there because you here in the United States, you never knew them. But it is okay. There are like easily 15 people around there. And Adelita told me that I mean, when was nothing that nobody can do, I believed as a pastor, I had the responsibility, it was my duty to do something and start fixing the situation or find a solution, no matter what. Well, this little kid of 6 years old there was watching, was worried, was crying. She told me that I opened the door of that small house. I went in there and I told her mom, Maria, please don't worry. Everything is gonna be all right. Just trust the Lord and we go through this. Uh, I am a fireman. She said that I told her. So you don't have to worry about that. While everybody was in a really worriness state, I had to stay calm and showing everybody confidence on myself. The only experience that I had at that time was just a few deliveries that I made while I was working with the fire department, so I kind of was familiarized with the situation. And it was the only thing that I had, brothers. Nothing else I have to cling on that experience. So my wife also was worried about the situation. I told her, don't worry, everything is gonna be okay. And she was my first assistant in that small room. It was converted into the labor room. That time, that moment, that place, we didn't have nothing. I mean, anything like gloves or antiseptics. Nothing. Only thing that we had available there was water, wood, and fire. The ladies started a fire with the wood and that stove they have there, and then put water to boil. Once the water was boiled, we had something. Well, I remember telling Sister Maria, push, lady, push harder, push, Maria, push, sister, go, push, 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 and push, rhythmically, boom, 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 until came that beautiful moment that little baby girl was born into this world and I received her in my hands. It was an extraordinary experience for me. I received several babies before, but this one somehow it was extremely special. And I looked at that baby girl full of blood and all that stuff. I felt so good, so grateful to the Lord who gave me the opportunity to receive this human being in my hands. It's precious. So that experience for me was, well, delicious, it's marvelous. It was extraordinary and for sure 100% unforgettable. Adelita told me that I cut the umbilical cord, tied up both ends, then received the placenta, and my wife, with assistance of other sisters there, gave the little girl baby a shower with a warm, warm water. After that little baby was cleaned up already, my wife brought that precious life into her mother's arm. Sister Maria was exhausted. I never will understand that birth experience full of pain and sorrows and agony and all that stuff. That's why ladies have forever my respect, my gratitude, and above all, my admiration. After this, everybody who was outside the little house, they came in there, and a explosion of happiness happened right there. Everybody was saying, "Bravo, bravo, bravo." Everybody was praising the Lord. Everybody was giving thanks to the Lord. Everybody was clapping. So happy, so grateful to the Lord. Nope, I never will forget this experience. Same these people who were there, they never will. It was so unique, so special, so nice. That's why the people who were there witnessing all these things that happened, they are so grateful to the Lord because of His mercy, the way that He provided a solution for the really bad troubles that we had there, and how the happy outcome of this situation came. So it was so amazing. That's why these people, they are always grateful with the brothers and sisters who came from Emmaus that particular Friday on February 5th, 1982. Now, this little baby I had in my hands was called Laurita. She is married to a handsome husband. They were working as directors of an orphanage who was sponsored by the government, taking care of children, homeless, uh, as well as they now are supporting the church where the lady who gave me most of the information, Adelita, and her husband, they are leading a beautiful church where it's called, a church is called Strong Tower. They praising the Lord too. So, brothers, it is extraordinary. This is what I have to share with you. I really hope you can enjoy. I do. God willing, all those things of restrictions we have anywhere will be over. I hope they will be over after November 2020. And if we come back to the point of normal as we were before the pandemic and all these things, we're going to go back to Guatemala for sure. Last time we went there, in the beginning of this year, 2020, we didn't have, I have in my plans, in my itinerary, go and visit them. But because of all these restrictions that we were captive in a house without having the privilege to going somewhere else and all these things, we have to fly, and thanks God, we have the chance to fly from Guatemala back to the United States and come back home. But all the itinerary plans that we had with my wife, they were aborted because we couldn't make anything. We enjoy our vacations that we were planning for 15 full days, only 2 days, the very first 2 days, were Friday Saturday, we were there Friday, we enjoy on Saturday, we enjoy on Sunday, and Monday we were already locked up. For sure, next time, if God gives us the opportunity, we will go, and I will have the first time opportunity to meet in person this beautiful lady Laurita. Thank you, my brothers, for your time. I have so much things to say, but I don't want to take more of your time. Once again, this testimony may be for the honor and glory of our Lord Jesus Christ. To him forever be the magnificence and all the praising for the glory of his name. Thank you. This is Mario Paz speaking. Catch you some other day.